There's a kind of loyalty that costs you everything. Not the loyalty to people who deserve it. The loyalty to things that stopped serving you years ago. Jobs that drained you. Relationships that required you to shrink. Versions of yourself you outgrew but kept performing because letting go felt like failure. Walking away doesn't feel like freedom at first. It feels like tearing something out of your chest. This isn't about becoming stronger or braver. It's about what happens when staying hurts more than leaving. If you've ever felt trapped by your own commitment to something that was slowly breaking you, stay here.
You know something is wrong long before you admit it. You feel it in the mornings when you wake up already tired, in the conversations where you say, "I'm fine," and mean, "I'm drowning." In the way you've stopped recognizing yourself in the mirror because the person staring back has been performing for so long they forgot what honest feels like. You don't leave because you're weak. You stay because you've convinced yourself that enduring is strength, that loyalty means never questioning, that boundaries are selfish, that walking away makes you a quitter. So you stay in the job that erases you, the friendship that only calls when they need something, the relationship where you've become so small you barely take up space anymore. You tell yourself it will get better, that you're overreacting, that everyone struggles like this. But the weight keeps accumulating. And one day, you realize you've been carrying something that was never yours to hold.
You're not failing by considering leaving. You're finally listening to the part of you that's been whispering for help. This isn't weakness showing up. This is self-preservation breaking through the noise of obligation. You weren't taught that some things are meant to end, that outgrowing doesn't mean you were wrong before, that walking away from what's breaking you isn't abandonment, it's excavation. You're not being difficult by needing more. You're being human by refusing to accept less. The guilt you feel isn't proof you're making a mistake. It's proof you were taught to prioritize everyone's comfort over your own survival. And here's what nobody tells you about walking away. It doesn't erase what mattered. It doesn't invalidate what you built or what you learned or who you were when you chose to stay. It just means you're choosing yourself now, finally. Here's what you didn't notice while you were busy holding everything together. Leaving doesn't require permission. Not from them, not from the version of you who promised to never give up. You're allowed to change the terms when the terms are destroying you. Here's what happens when you finally walk away from what was breaking you. The relief doesn't come immediately. First comes the grief, the disorientation of empty space where obligation used to live, the unfamiliar silence where guilt used to scream. And then, slowly, something quieter arrives. Not happiness, not triumph, just air. Room to breathe without apologizing for it. Here's what nobody told you about boundaries. They're not walls to keep people out. They're the architecture that keeps you intact. And yes, some people will be upset when you stop bleeding for them. That's not cruelty on your part, that's clarity on theirs. Here's the part that feels impossible until you do it. You will survive their disappointment. You will survive the guilt. You will survive not being everything to everyone. What you won't survive is staying in spaces that require you to abandon yourself just to belong. Healing isn't about going back to who you were before. It's about meeting who you're becoming now. And that person knows when to stay and when to walk away. You are not cruel for protecting yourself. You are not selfish for refusing to carry what's crushing you. You are learning that love, real love, including love for yourself, doesn't demand erasure as the price of admission. Walking away from what was breaking you doesn't make you broken. It makes you honest. And honesty, after years of performance, feels like coming home to a version of yourself you thought you'd lost. You didn't lose them. They were just waiting for you to choose them. Be patient with the part of you that still feels guilty for leaving. They're learning that survival isn't betrayal. It's the most loyal thing you've ever done. Echo Void, for the ones who finally chose themselves.